Welcome back to the Citizen channel. You're all staying safe and well. And one of our regular features, the Matchday Home Programme Watch. We're going to have a look at this one today. Of course, great result. KDB on the front cover, so that was nice to see, and obviously a nice coincidence. Obviously, he scored our winning goal, the only goal of the game, of course. So I'm going to have a quick look through this, guys. Just a couple of things before we start. The channel's monetised now, so if you can watch any ads, and if anything's of any interest to you, please follow the links. It helps out this channel monetising it going forward. Obviously, with the stage now, we can charge for membership and all that sort of rubbish, but I'll never do that, guys. This is free to you, but I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. I hope you enjoy watching these things as well. So if you can watch the ads or whatever, please do that for me. It does help me going forward for the channel. And of course, if you don't want to, just skip it, mate. It doesn't matter. Just skip through it like I do with most of the stuff I watch. Unless there is some, occasionally there's something. I keep watching stuff about funerals at the moment, but we won't talk about that. And just my quick apologies. I do have a sort of tooth malfunction at the moment, so if you wonder what's going on there, that's all that is until I get sorted again. Anyway, don't worry. Hopefully, it won't ruin this vlog for you looking at my gappy teeth. Right, obviously, £3.50 for 84 pages, of course. Nothing really changed, getting into a bit of a routine now. I wouldn't mind something different being put in these programmes. I'm not too sure about the same thing time and time again. If you treat it as a magazine, you can't put the same sort of stuff in a magazine time and time again. So, but again, that's not just City, of course. That's any programme, but obviously it's not a magazine, is it? But perhaps it should be more a magazine, and then they'd probably sell more of them. That's the thing. But anyway, that's just a slight quibble. Of course, they're all available on subscription from obviously the firm that seems to be taking over everything printing wise and stuff. ReachSportsShop.com, and Reach Sports is sort of in a lot of things. Even if you go on to papers websites, Reach sort of appear, so they seem to be everywhere at the moment. Of course, you can buy this on there for 26 copies subscription, £84.50. If your post is better than mine, I do buy a couple at the match, but I get one sent through the post as well. And for every couple I get, one goes missing because my post is absolute rubbish at the moment. So it is a bit of a nuisance. But it's £84.50 plus £65 if you're in the EU. What's that? And £80 if you're in the rest of the world. So you can subscribe to that. So we've got Pep sharing his views, as I say. Well, you've got to have Pep in, haven't you? Perhaps you can have a captain sometimes, give Pep a rest, but obviously nothing much. And he did say it's a nice thing on the fans again. He is speaking fondly of the fans these days. To quote, he said, "The noise you fans made at Brentford, Arsenal and Swindon was perfect. The players always say what difference it makes. So a massive thank you to all of you." So anyway, thanks, Pep. That's much appreciated. Cancelo is the main article. Within this, it's okay. It's an okay piece. Interesting fact, TV pundit Gary Neville, you might know this, he's a big fan of Cancelo, having worked with him in his brief spell at Valencia. Yeah, he did really well there, didn't he? Not. Kevin Cummins, he talks about a cold weather shoot with the Charlatans in Northwich. Yeah, so not far from where I am, actually, in Cheshire, where Tim Burgess literally walked on water. So that was okay. That was quite unusual. Good images as well. Good image of Tim Burgess there walking on water. Head-to-head was Gundogan versus Mount, who compares pretty well, actually. Mount, I don't mind Mount. He seems a bit in and outy, doesn't he? But just for instance, Gundogan's played 144, Mount 91, and big chances created, 18 from Gundogan and 27 from Mount. But it doesn't surprise me. Obviously, Mount's more forward-thinking than the role we asked Gundogan to play, to be honest with you. But interesting stats on there. Played for both, of course. We have the City legend, don't we? It's Frank Lampard. Yeah, so obviously I know that upsets Chelsea fans, but there's no sense of humour, have they? We saw that the other day, didn't we? Obviously played for both Frank Lampard. A couple of other ones. Nathan Ake, I wasn't overly sure he'd play for Chelsea, but he obviously did. And Colin Villejone, guys of a certain age will remember Colin Villejone. I remember Colin Villejone. Blast from the past was a certain KDB, again coincidence, winning goal at the Bridge in 17-18 when we started to believe. X and the City, and it's Mark Lillis. Yeah, I did a feature on him a while ago. I'm not even sure if I published it yet, actually. I did a little feature on Mark Lillis. It might be published, it might not. Have a look. But he talks obviously about a certain full Members' Cup final and what he thinks of City now. The City quiz, the guest question today, I'll give you the answer just before we go. Who has won more Premier League titles, City or Chelsea? Premier League titles, City or Chelsea? So have a think about that one. Gary James, yeah, well, you know, he's probably my favourite piece in this. He has a look back at the history of City and Chelsea, stuff I covered as well with the Cup Winners' Cup, things like that. Not just the success recently, of course, but of course back in the past, back in the day. Interesting fact, City and Chelsea were the first two clubs to play a home game in front of over 80,000 fans, but we haven't got any, have we? City in 1934 and Chelsea in 1935. So lots more stuff in there from Gary James if you want to give that a read. What's in a name is KDB. So yeah, we got. I'm not being cruel on this anymore. U is U for United States. Okay, the team against which KDB scored his first tournament goal. So I didn't know that, to be honest with you. City Women features Ellen White, and I've asked about a future manager. There's a bit mean, isn't it? I mean, he's not gone yet, has he? But no, I know what they're saying. Future manager, she said Jill Scott. Jill Scott will make a good manager. Very interesting. The City under-18s has a little Q&A. Again, similar sort of questions that they ask every week to Matthew Whittingham. Perhaps a fact you might not know. You know Matthew Whittingham was, to be honest with you. He's a keen golfer. Well, okay. I like it. I've not played for a couple of years. I do love a game of golf. And an EDS piece, of course, added to it as well. Buzzword, well, we got Mike Summerby checks in, because obviously we've been away the last 3 games, hasn't he? Talks about the last 3 away games, and of course looks forward to this battle with Chelsea. And there's no famous last words this week. Perhaps we've run out of celebrity fans or fans in general, and perhaps what everyone's saying is correct, but no famous last words this week. So we don't have, you know, I dreaded obviously a Chelsea fan being as famous last words, but we don't get any. There you are. So there you have it. Interesting. Okay, yeah, not the greatest. Again, Gary James probably my highlight. The Charlatans was interesting with Mr. Cummings, of course, and 1 or 2 pieces. Nice to read the Cancelo piece, but probably took me about 10, 15 minutes to read what I wanted in this. As I say, I want a bit of difference now, guys. It's, you know, we've gone half the season, haven't we? We just excuse me. Just pump it up a little bit, pump it a little bit different into it. Not just City, every team. As I say, I don't. Sorry, I've got a bit of a tickle. Every team is sort of does similar stuff, which is fair enough. But just add 2 or 3 different things every time. I just think. Obviously, I do the same sort. I do this, but I try and add things. I try and think things. I try and alter things. You know, that's what you've got to do to keep people entertained. I think City and other clubs should do a little bit more of that. But it's okay. Anyway, before we go, the City guest question, if you had to think about it, who's won more Premier League titles? The Premier League, don't forget, we're not going back to the old titles, the old First Division, etc. Cannon League, whatever, all the names it's been called over the Barclays, of course. Yeah, and it's a draw, so it's a bit of a trick question. So obviously, neither of us has won more. Hopefully, we'll increase that this season. But at the moment, it's Chelsea 5, City 5. So there you go. Thanks for joining me for this. Let me know what you think, guys. As I say, you can get this subscription from reachsportshop.com, and hopefully if your postal service is better than mine, you'll get it on a regular basis. I don't think I got the last one either. Was it? I can't remember. Who did we play last at City, guys? I can't remember what it was. I will obviously know what it is, but I don't have a copy for that sent through the post yet. And what was that? About 2 weeks ago. So, but again, it's not Reach Sports. It's just the postal, because there's other things I get that are going missing as well. So it's just pathetic, really. But that's how it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think of the programme. Say my favourite bit, Gary James, of course, no doubt about it. Thanks for watching. Whatever we're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. With me here again on the Citizen channel. I only ask one thing, don't I, guys? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.